Hey and welcome to Neverwinter with Aragon. So with Module 26, we'll be getting an update to this guy, the Reaper's Store. And this will allow us to now actually obtain Legendary Insignias. This is pretty huge for progression throughout the game because there's not a lot of places you can reliably get Legendary Insignias outside of events like the Appointment one, and then let's say the Summer Festival you'll get green to blue Insignias, and then the Gaunt event. And so Insignia Dust is sorely limited, and so this is a very good improvement. But you will have to spend 5 Reaper tokens, so yeah, pretty expensive. But since Legendary Insignias give you a total of 250 powder, you will need 10 of those insignias to upgrade a legendary to mythic. So in total you need 11 of these packs just to get the equivalent of 1 mythic insignias. Yeah, that's a lot. And so you're spending 55 days, 55 Reaper tokens to get your 11 legendary insignias. The 1 to upgrade, and then the 10 to convert to dust. 55 days per mythic insignia. I mean, it's a viable option and a viable strategy. Most people have just been spending them to buy these greater shards. They are bound when you buy them, and so you'll just use them for personal use in order to get your collars upgraded to mythic. As you can see, getting an epic collar up to legendary is 50 of these shards, and then getting a legendary one up to mythic is 100 of these shards. So after 150 days of the Reaper's Challenge, you get an epic insignia upgraded to mythic. That's of course excluding all the insignia dust you'll need, which is quite a significant amount, you can see there. So this now will give us the ability, yes, to obtain insignias as an alternative choice. And I would recommend you, as a newer player, get those insignias after you get like the companions here. You would generally want your tamed raptor from there and your Batiri, and you could get the alpha compy if you're like a healer. And then once you got everything you need, like your mythic insignias, your collars, then you'd buy the shards. But you could still buy the shards and upgrade a collar and then sell that collar, because the collar won't be bound once you upgrade it, as long as you're upgrading an originally unbound collar. And so using bound ingredients, reagents, won't affect that overall result, allowing you to then go and sell it and make profit that way. It's up to you how you want to do it. I'm sure the market will probably balance out. Right now on PC, a legendary insignia is like 200, nearly 80,000 astral diamonds versus a greater shard being at 60,000 astral diamonds. But since you need to spend all that insignia dust to actually upgrade a collar, you'd be just simply better off selling your legendary insignias and making astral diamonds that way if you wanted to. And so just obtaining these legendary insignias from the store is good value. Again, you can always sell them on later because equipping them doesn't make them bound. You're going to have to look at the math yourself, but a newer player, I recommend getting these insignias, and the options are limited. You're limited to the older versions, which are your aggression, skill, evasion, dominance, mastery, courage, prosperity. And so you are not being able to choose, let's say, your brutality, initiative, fortitude, that are like labeled as the premium insignias. And then you aren't able to obtain the ones from Menza Baranzin, those new ones here, like balance, precision, and rhythm. And then with module 26 you can get even new ones again, tranquility and precision. So yeah, it's pretty nice to adding this option to get insignia dust. It's still a total of 55 days to get 1 legendary insignia to mythic, 50 days if you exclude the original insignia, but it can be well worth it. Like, over time, you could do 350 days out of a year, grind every day, Reaper's Challenge to get that Reaper's Mark, and you're looking at 7 mythic insignias. Yeah, that is a long grind, but I don't think we're getting higher quality insignias anytime soon above mythic, so you'll have a lot of time to catch up and do that. I personally would have liked them to add this option at 3 Reaper's Marks, especially since they're replacing something. they're replacing Genie gifts. You could normally obtain Genie gifts with your Reaper marks. You can see the options gone. And when you obtain these Genie gifts, you're actually obtaining 10 of them. Those Genie gifts will be bound, so you'll have to use them yourself. You can't make any profit of them. But the value of 10 Genie gifts, you can see, is like 129,000. That's a lot, especially when you're only spending 1 Reaper mark to get that. And you'll spend those Genie gifts to quickly progress through your legacy campaigns. And with Module 26, we'll be getting an additional legacy campaign. The Path of the Fallen is being converted to such, and you'll be able to spend Genie gifts on that. So it'll allow you to obtain your boon points, and Genie gifts makes it really easy to get through those. But to be honest, you can just do those campaigns whenever you get like a ×2, and you'll get through it within that week pretty much. Jungles of Occult being an extra long one since it's kind of part of 2 expansions to the game, so it'll take you 8 weeks normally, 4 weeks with ×2, so you don't have enough time within just one ×2. So yeah, I think it's a great addition. Just a bit concerning it replacing Genie gifts. Their prices will probably go up even higher as people can't use their Reaper marks for that. But I personally wouldn't have recommended you to get them anyway. And they still have Shards of Empowerment. Why, Cryptic? These should not be here. They're worth nothing. And they're asking you to spend a whole Reaper mark for them. It should be at least 10 shards for 1 Reaper mark. The rest is okay. Although, wait a sec, this should not just be 3 Prez wards, this should be like 10 Prez wards, if not a bit more. Just 3 for 1 mark, that's 30,000 Astral Diamonds, versus like 60,000 for a shard, yeah. The rest is okay. Trade bars, upgrade tokens, legendary mounts, epic collars. Epic collars should not be worth 25, they should be more worth 5 at this point. Have a look at epic color choice packs on the auction house, and they're as cheap as chips. Yeah, just 10,000 on the lowest. They're 11,000, 20,000 if you want to get a bunch of them. But otherwise, that's about it. Just an update. Save your Reaper's marks if you want to be getting those legendary insignias. But otherwise, feel free to continue spending them on shards to get your collars upgraded. There is motivation to get your collars upgraded, as you might want to be unlocking the hero's path right from the get-go with Module 26. To max it out, you need to get 90,000 item level and full mythic collars. And it'll give you the option to get a mythic pack, which will have like the golden companions or the new mythic demon wings mount, which has 4 slots and has warlord inspiration if you're DPS. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.